What is Blur Line? Blur Line is a song which composed by Robert Thicke and Pharrell Williams, which introduced in 2013. And they have earned for these songs is over 60 million and have been viewed by 1,000 millions of people. And there is also a song which is by Marvin Gaye, which is Got to Give It Up. So from these two songs, they have a similarity which make a gay family believe the Marvin Gaye song had been stolen.
File a preemptive lawsuit. What is the purpose of this lawsuit? It is to prevent the gay family from claiming the royalty for the song. And during an interview in the public interview by Robert Thicke, he stated that he was influenced by Marvin Gaye while he composed the song. However, during the interview with GC, he said that he had only as a co-writer. He said that he was too hyped and he lost to compose the song, and he stated that William Farrell is the main composer of the song. And the issue is the gay family sued because of different statement. William claimed that the song was influenced by him in the youth time, and he did not copy Gaye song in his composition. The court order they have indirectly copied the song, and there is enough evidence on similar field to warrant copyright infringement. And the gay family had been awarded almost 7.5 million of damages because of this copy. Thank you.
Next question is, what are the distinctions between sampling, appropriating, and stealing component of song? Before we go further and know the distinction between each of them, let us know the definition each of the word. First is sampling. Sampling is an action or process of taking a sample of something and use it for an analysis. It is the general definition, but in terms of the component of song, in terms of the industry of music, sampling is known as a technique of digitally encoding music or song and reuse it as a part of new song or new music that will be recording. Next, the definition of the appropriating is taking something for own use, and use is typically without the owner permission, which means that you take something and you use it without the owner permission. And another definition is for the stealing. Stealing generally we know as taking another people's thing and property without the legal permission or without the permission of the owner, and we tend to not return it to the owner. But in the music definition, we define it as the dishonest taking idea of someone, and we claim it as our own idea. So the distinction between three things, which is sampling, appropriating, and stealing, is sampling is a legal thing that we do. We take some part of the song and we only use some part of song and we to reproduce a new song, which is we does not steal that song. We only take a part of that song, which means maybe it's a music of that song, and we use it to reuse it to produce a new song. And appropriating, we use in the industry we usually know appropriating as a parody, which in most of the actor will use that song to use it in a parody. We can, as example, in the Maharaja Lawak, we can see that the actor will use some of the song to India action, in their performance. That is meant by appropriating, taking something and use it as a parody. That is industry meaning of the appropriating. And the stealing, which means that you are taking something, you take a song and you claim it as your own song. That is definitely unethical things that you will do. That is the which I can say conclude here is sampling and appropriating is a two legal action that is authorized in the industry, but the stealing is unethical action that has been done in the industry.
Copyright law can be confusing. In this video, we will provide an introduction to copyright law for musicians and addresses the often misunderstood issues of what exactly copyright law protects. The most important concept in music copyright law is that each single piece of recorded music involves two things, which is the first protection is the underlying musical composition, and it includes the arrangement and combination of musical notes, rhythm, harmonies, and song lyrics. The second right protects the actual recording of a musical composition, and it will include the sound recording, and the interest is also sometimes referred to as the master of the recording. While an unsigned songwriter who performs and records his or her own original song owns both the musical work and sound recording copyright in the song, it is often the case of the two distinct rights are owned by separate individuals or entities. In general, music publisher own or control the musical copyright, and record companies own or control the sound recording copyright. While copyright protection generally arises immediately when a new song is recorded, the new song must be original. That is, the work must be original in the sense of being the creative product of the author's own efforts. There is no requirement that it be original in the sense of being novel. Original means only that the work was independently created and it possesses at least some minimal degree of creativity, and originality does not mean a work of extraordinary genius. So in sum, music copyright law protects all musical works and sound recording, and that are originally works of authorship and fixed in any tangible medium of expression. In our opinions, all artists, composers, or songwriters should acknowledge if there are someone or something that influenced them to produce a song or artwork. It's because of we need to appreciate their idea, because we use their idea to produce or to make a song for us. And why the idea is so important? Because it is valuable. It's not something that we can easily gain.
Okay, if I purchase a song and then I recognize it is appropriating an early work, I will stop listening because it is a duplicate song, even though it is a new song, but it's a duplicate and you are copying the other's creations. So I will consider it as not ethically or unethical because you are copying the other's creations, such as song by the Marvin Gaye. Would you like your creations or your songs being duplicated by the others? It's not right. It will be not satisfied for your own self as the original creations for the song. So I will consider it as unethical, and I will stop listening to this new song of the Blurred Lines because I want to preserve the identity of the original singer and also to show it is the singer's right to protect its own music compositions. Thank you.
As a conclusion, we can conclude that each action that we need to take, or in other, if we want to reproduce a new song, we want to produce a new song, we need to make sure that we does not steal other idea, we does not appropriating other idea, and we does not claim other idea or other song as our song. We need to be a naturally produce a new song. That's we can make sure that our industry music will in a positive way.